We're happy to hear that all four of these have been completed. Would be really surprised to find out that so a 2-star at least field office, because I had to do two of them for the one task. I had to get a lot of merits for the other. Be surprised how many merits you could gain. So I technically started here with some on some buildings, and I maybe did about 2 buildings. Maybe got some merits, not a lot. Like not much to make a big dent. Maybe just like a couple of hundred. But then after just doing one field office from this task, this one became complete. So it's amazing because look at how much you had to gain. I maybe got about 2,000, maybe around, you know, trying to do math in my head, maybe around like 2,200 or so from just the one field office. And then the rest came from the buildings prior to that. So it's amazing, really, how many marriages you can get out of doing a field office. I'm really not liking all this working out they're having me doing here. At least I thought I read maybe post. We'll head on here and see what we're up to. Third Street taking over my building. Yeah, you see this? I run it around here. This maze edge thing. Very cutting edge stuff. Tell ya. But now, hopefully this one's not taking over. Okay, it is on here too. I have a good feeling about this one. Very good feeling about this one. I'm calling it. We're going to be able to go to this building. Nope. Eventually I am going to get it right. Oh, wait, I'm through. This is it. I think this is it. Okay, so how about I come back to you later? And instead just go ahead and what I have over at the hideout. Because I know for a fact that this is not taken over. Oh, it's taken over just by Toons, which is we're more than fine with that. And so yes, you. Oh, awesome! That's all I had to do for that task. Very good. I also like. Let's take a look. See, I like the phrasing there. Look, see. Okay, that's awesome. We're gaining stamps. Awesome. Here comes another. I know you wouldn't believe how many mistrials there are. So you take a look. I mean, it's decent progress. Halfway there in terms of the next set of stamps. Not bad. See what you got. Uh-oh, poor deer losing notes. They must. I believe the expression deer in headlights is appropriate here. Potentially. Let's go on and see what the big deal is. You just got back a bit ago. I feel like you've just been standing there the whole time. Where'd you get back from? Billion, oh my goodness. You sound like other people I know trying to tell stories. Billion, literally. Okay. Okay, so that's actually pretty good, getting notepads. Let's head on to Silly Street next. Mostly because the likely scenario is that this is not taken over by any buildings, which is good. That's what we want. Alright, so here we are. We're going to get these all kind of lined up because we need some 2-star field offices. We're going to need a ton of cell bots, contributing a lot of notepads. Check out Alto Avenue. And then we're going to go exploring to try and find that one district where we can actually get into the other place in Daisy Gardens. Who wants to bet that Toon movers has something to do with movers and shakers I'm gonna need to defeat? Why did I call it? So yeah, this is gonna have to do with the mini game. They really planned that out well. And, but hey, on the bright side though, these are all kind of complimentary of each other, so at least we have something to go off of for these three. That's always awesome. We'd love to see that. And now to try and find a district. If anyone's familiar with the Let Me In theme, you know, where you have the guy at the gate shouting, "Let me in." That's kind of what this feels like. Yep. Alright. I'm just going to set it start right here. This is the last district I'm checking. If it's a building, we're going to take it over. We're taking it over. We're taking matters into our own gag. It's almost like these buildings fall right out of the sky. Plus, it's only two-story, and there are cellbots in here, so and I need those for notepad purposes because you never know if a name dropper might be holding any of these crucially important papers. And certainly I plan not to overdo it in terms of gag damage. We're just gonna... Wow. Rude. Here I am trying to do situational comedy and you're getting in the way. But that... Wow, another one. And that would take down one, but not the other. And that is perfectly fine because this should be it. Plus, we're about to go in the building anyway and get healed up and laugh from whatever we lost here. And with that... Okay, we got 3. 3 is better than 0. And so now, whatever workout you need me to do here, I think I worked out enough from that building alone, but... taking me to all these gyms. Why don't you take me to a couple buffets? I'd like that a whole lot more. I am not hungry for more, I'm just hungry. ID level 9. Oh. Bruh. Alright. So I guess the next thing, I'll show a field office here to show kind of the synergy of everything and how to get everything all done. The only thing might be I'm probably going to want to change around some gag selection. that should do it, because the one thing I've noticed is that I've run out of throw and squirt every single field office that's 2-star or plus, or 3-star. This has been fine, this has been fine, this has been fine, this has been fine. It's something about these where it's like kind of run out. Now, just adding one here and one here might not make too big of a difference, but it might be enough. 2 stars. And so I'm going to need to find a 2-star. Let me just take a moment to look here and see where they're at. Is there even a 2-star available? Oh, State Street. That is awfully convenient. I'll just get this all kind of set up and ready. This is Fleet Street. I forget the district. I know it's kind of towards the end. It might be Zapwood. It is Zapwood. I love Zapwood. It has a good name to it. Like, the name Zap in general is just terrific. Now, the only thing is, there are only about, like, 20 or so. Yeah, there we go, 26. I thought it was about 20 or so. So, we just kind of have to hope that it doesn't close in the meantime. And hey, we already got someone. You gotta really enjoy the music here. Just so intense and ready. Yeah, we got 2 already that joined. Here's mustard. I wonder what happened to ketchup and mayonnaise and all the others. So I really do relish the opportunity to see them all. Am I over them yet? No. They're awesome. God, after 70. 75 is a lot. I don't even know how many I've done. Maybe around... Well, okay. I don't know if there's a way to tell. I wish there was a statistic that kind of told you. I think it's somewhere around maybe 20 or so at this point that I've completed. I think so. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I love when people play along. Alright. We do have a 4th coming. So they should be here any minute. And so the sign still says 26, so that's pretty good then at least. That's good at least. Good sign that we'll be able to go in there and at least probably finish. Here we are. So here we are. You get to see a 2-star field office, and you get to hear me live. Getting to kind hey, how about that? That was called The Version. I love that name. I know, trap it, no lure. Not very alluring. Oh, that's a good go-to joke. I think we're all just gonna have to try and focus on one. But you see, these are the kind of the instances where you wanna. Yeah, I think this should work. 2 and 2. Oh, maybe not. At least we got one down. And how about that? They're really shaking things up. Also, how about the elevators, like right there? You really have to do like a quick pick type thing. You also have to try and coordinate with your team. Yeah, it just kind of seems kind of weird how the setup of this room is, at least because good as a cog who's coming out of the elevator. You have to make an instant decision. Yeah, it's not gonna matter anyway. Go for it. So the one thing I will say that I've noticed is that having lure there, I want to choose the right word to it. Having lure in the first round here is most important. You can have lure, you're set up for a great first round and even first, well, at least first half of the field office. Sound doesn't have much importance until maybe like the top when you need to use foghorn. And honestly, but the other thing too is the fact that we're starting off here with having throw and squirt. Which is amazing in and of itself. But if I were to give like the best kind of combo here in the first round, it might be Tune Up. So if it was 3 tracks, it would be Tune Up, Blur, and then one of either Throw and Squirt. Either way. Because even with Squirt, you can still coordinate the fire hose gag with everyone to try and take out the higher levels. Or at least get close to it. If they're level 13, for example, you can at least get close to it. All about coordination, and I don't mean like fashion coordination, because you see, I don't match anything. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Love the small talk in the elevator. Keep forgetting to show that, but that is, I like that. So yeah, with this mini game, it's kind of fun. We'll just kind of get used to skating in a straight line here. Geez, you just gotta try and get as many cabinets as possible. I'm just kind of like all over the place. The other thing too is you have to wait I don't have it exactly timed up, but I know you have to wait a certain amount of time between like whenever you interact with the cabinet when you can grab more snowballs out of it. And then you see the little like red, green kind of arrow. Red means you can't, like, I don't know, maybe accelerate's the right term here. Well, once it is green like it is now, you press the control button. And it'll kind of accelerate. And it's red and you have to kind of wait. Then you see orange as it's kind of winding down. Aren't you glad I'm telling you this? Now, in 2-star field office, goat count you need is 65, I believe. We're currently at 59, so we're almost there. There's one more cog somewhere. 62, so there's one more cog somewhere that needs defeated for us to get the full amount. Now, granted, if we're looking for jokes, I'm right here, and I can tell some fantastic jokes. Okay, I think we're good. This district says 64, but it's a weird thing, because in 1-stars it says 54 when it should say 55, and here it says 64 when it should be 65. It's a known little visual bug. Another known visual bug is look at me in the elevator. I should not be positioned right there. I should be more like here where the, you know, not here, but here. My favorite visual elevator bug is when you're in there and you're facing the wrong way. It's happened a couple times where someone's like not looking ahead toward the door, but instead they're looking back, kind of like at this camera perspective. I at least always found it amusing. Alright, so maybe in an ideal situation, maybe we'll do one drop that, one lure, and then two squirt it. Kind of what I'm thinking. I'm hoping someone else has lure. But this might also work. Again, that's the joy of these. Yeah, I mean, that was part of the joy of these field offices, though, that you get to try out different strategies. Took out 2 of 3 in one turn. You know, truly have learned, maybe, but it really is all about the strategery of it all. Now, here's where we're definitely going to want to blur and try and take it out. Because it's been... Especially like that we all have kind of lower laps and such. I am not the best at calming down situations, you can tell, but one amazing thing. I've really enjoyed Blur's accuracy of these field offices. You know what I'm talking about when it happens in bosses and such, and you know, you really need Blur to hit and it misses. You know what I'm talking. So, you know, I've really been amazed with the accuracy. Because especially for me, when I'm just like, you know, like, oh, this is gonna miss. But here, at least... Oh, this is a 2-star remote, I believe. And yeah, so this is a healing remote. But anyway, the lure has been phenomenal here. Alright, so I'm gonna guess we're all gonna want to go for the 11. That's a matter of throw or squirt. Another thing I'll just say real quick about the remotes is that I'm sure someone has noticed this already, but there are 2 different remotes. There's the healing remote, which is what this is doing, where you get a song and dance, and you yourself get healed up. Which was nice because when you don't have tune up and you need healed, such as we did in a situation like that, it's important. That was a very good strategic move to use there. And the other is the damaging remote, where the cog tells a joke, and all the other cogs in that round get like a minus damage, whether it's like minus 15, minus 20. Don't know if there's an upper tier in terms of the damage. I've only seen 15 and 20 so far, which I'm assuming those are the 1-star, 2-star, based off first impression. And then the remote, you saw the little one above its head. The remote was about to deactivate that turn anyway, so it's just like, might as well take it out when there's a one left. Plus, it did its job. We're all kind of healed up now. But anyway, about the remotes, when you see it used kind of in the corner there, you get kind of the there's like the indication of it either looks like either a blue remote or a green remote. If you know what I'm talking about, in that little circle there in your gag selection choice, if you use the remote, it'll either be green or blue. One of them designates healing, the other designates damage. I'm gonna have to look, make sure which is which, but if you could look back through the video to remember which color it was for the healing remote that just happened here, you'll be able to know that that color designates the healing and the other color goes with the damage. Hopefully that makes sense at least. And for that round, I believe I was designated lure, which I'm really surprised because I never trust my lure. I always say I buy it from, like it must have been a defective shipment sent into the gag shop. Speaking of defective, more cogs are coming out. I thought we were over. But it appears as though we're just gonna keep on rolling. I know, I figure it's probably good to give someone else a chance to lure. It always feels weird to... I know the name dropper's a higher level here than the Mingler, but it always feels weird to take out a cog first that's not the Mingler. And then, yeah, whenever possible, you might want to try and save your higher gags if you can help it. Certainly in some situations, like if you're going to take out a level 10, 11, 12, green pies are probably the way to go. But if you have an 8 right here and you have a tier 4, I think that was tier 4 gag, definitely try and use that if possible. Could try and sit in the chair there, but we're moving on up to the next mini game. Yeah, I believe I also need 6 mega movers. But that's actually convenient. Here, cold collar. Oh, come here, you name dropper, you. Okay, fine, be that way. I'll just try and move on this way to over Shakers over here. Yeah, honestly, with this minigame, the one thing I will mention is the fact that... Oh yeah, there's water cooler back here. We just can't reach it. That's very disappointing. Anyway, though, one thing with this minigame is that I take less damage from the movers and shakers and like these subsequent like cabinets that fall. Hey, look, we got enough gags for a sound. Anyway, I take less damage from them, but I take more damage from these name droppers that just move. I don't know what's going on with this one here. And they just move so fast, too, that they're hard, like, they move in a circle. You gotta try to, like, repair it like that. See, that's kind of the important thing here. We got enough, at least, to get the tune-up gag track. So, if nothing else, because I don't think we're gonna be able to get... Hang on, just wait for it. And that... Oh, and how about that? The name dropper invasion has ended. Yeah, we might not get the full 65, but that is completely fine. Oh, we actually are going to get it. That is awesome. Awesome sauce. And just in time, too. Now, there are two different trains of thought to start off with this. If you have cream pies, you could do that, so that way it's like when he becomes fired up, you could just go straight to the birthday cake, and then whenever you run out of birthday cake, when he's fired up, then you go to the storm cloud. Or you figure you could start off with the storm cloud, and then go to the birthday cake when he's fired up. Because again, the first move is under pressure. You know, that's pretty standard stuff. Damage does increment depending on the star field office you're in. So here's a 2-star, so a little more than a 1-star. Now, here we are. The second part, the second round of this battle, pretty standard because after your first attack, the boiler will call up 4. The boiler calls up 4 gods. So if you all have Foghorn, that's probably the way to go with that. so now the boiler's going to be fired up. This is when everyone uses birthday cake regardless because it does the most damage and you want to try and get some extra oomph. Yeah, extra oomph out of it. And how about that? You know, I very rarely see someone's gonna have to tune them. Okay, and then the rest, yeah. Yeah, because I was about to say, I very rarely see Under Pressure used on the same tune twice in a row. It's typically two different ones. Slowbird, you gotta look out for Slowbird because it doesn't seem like it does a lot. Like you start off with 21 in this instance in the 2-star, but you're gonna take extra damage at the end of each round. And so you have to be careful. And especially if you're kind of low on damage, like I would say honestly, if you're around 60 in a 2-star here, you are in danger. Now this is where we're in trouble because typically when the boiler goes into defense, this is when you want to use Blur and Tune Up to try and, you know, this round to try and get yourself all caught up and ready and prepared and all that. But the boiler just ate up all our lures. Oh, okay, so here's what it'll... So a blue remote is the damage remote, kind of like what I was talking about earlier. So it'll cause 20 damage. Might be a 2-star remote. Trying to find a way to say thank you to both of them. Anyway, no. But now we'll get to see earlier we saw what the healing remote did, and that was probably with the green remote. Now here we are with the blue remote. That's going to do the joke. The Hollywood will use a joke. And obviously you'll see what the boiler just did there with market research. They could promote undamaged cogs, so they will gain a level. But of course, they're getting damaged anyway by this joke. They should not get promoted. But yeah, you can take a look and see, like, they have high defense, 3 rounds. They have higher accuracy, 20% more likely to hit for 3 rounds. But they're lured. Pay raise, that's something. You know, if you want to increase the health of cogs, so Boiler can do a lot of different things in defense mode. Yeah, that's what that does. You essentially heal, repair over time. So this essentially just becomes a waiting game because you want the remote to last as long as it can. So you don't want to damage. Typically, you would not want to damage the cog that's doing that. And you certainly don't want to attack the other cogs unless if you want more to come out, because more will come out if you take one out. Or multiple, or however many you take out. It's always just best to kind of wait out with the 4 that are here. There is also a retention plan. So if you lure the cogs, then they can become unlured if the boiler decides to use retention plan. Now that the boiler is fired up again, we could use sound, because that's about to break anyway. But you could use sound to try and take out this row of cogs, plus causing damage to the boiler here. Now the boiler is going to take away our tuna. Okay, we could probably use Cloud one more turn. There goes that slow burn. That's really the one you gotta look out for. The other thing with it, too, with the slow burn, is that, say, if you defeat the boiler, but slow burn is still in effect, it still takes damage on you even after the boiler is defeated. And so if you just barely survive the boiler just to get taken out by slow burn, it's just the worst. But yeah, this is a good, like, tune-up plus luring round. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Because there's still slow burn in effect. For I think one more turn. So yeah, here's the promoted undamaged cogs receive a promotion, which is why, and you see here they get plus 2 levels. Which is also kind of why you see people use a damage remote. Because as long as the cog takes damage, regardless of what it is, the damage remote is very helpful. So now even in this instance, you see like, okay, drop, that's not all that important this round anyway, but you see that used in this round. And you take a look where we are now, they're gaining levels like crazy. We could just really stall long enough to use a final foghorn. Not going to be enough to take it out necessarily. The only bad thing is going to be if retention plan is used. Because again, a good strategy in this case anyway is just like, at this point it doesn't really matter, so you might as well just blur, tune up, pass, etc. and just try to keep that going while we're in this phase of defense mode. But when we get fired up, now it just becomes a matter of, do we try to attack the boiler? Yeah, you just try to attack the boiler directly, because at this point, it's not going to be enough to take out the 19s or even the 15. And honestly, so under normal circumstances, we all have foghorn. That would be good to use in this case. That's a typical strategy. But when you take a look at the cog levels and where we're at, it's not going to be too helpful, at least. Especially when you consider where the boiler is in terms of how much health it has left. But that's enough about me rambling about strategies here in the final round and what works, what doesn't work. We have done it. And yeah, gags do look empty, which is why I figured I'd carry that an additional cream pie and fire hose gag here. It helps. Very helpful. Hey, here's someone else that needs notepads and mega movers and the like. So anyway, you get to see now kind of what 2 stars like, and I'm going to be doing some more of these here, so it is exciting stuff. But as I get some more stuff done, I figured kind of better to show you a little something of what goes on here. Get some excitement building, and ooh, big spender here. But yeah, thank you, diversion. You set a point the diversion. So you get 1 promote of healing, 1 promote of damage. That is awesome. But yeah, with that anyway, when I complete more, I will show you progress on tasks when I get kind of towards the end or when I'm near completion of them, because it's just going to be more of the same of this, and so not to be too monotonous, I'll just show you the real exciting stuff when we get to it.